go.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Corey, and this is the Mother's House Podcast.
What's up, y'all? This is the Mother's House Podcast, and I am DESHAUN.
Yes, sir.
What's up, cuz? How's everything? We are...
Professor Griff, you follow me?
We are in the building.
We gotta go into it, you follow me?
We are present. We are here. We're not absent. We're not vacant. We're here in the building.
I
know, right? The fuck? Explain it. How you feel?
What the hell y'all here for? Shit.
How you feel?
What all this? Are y'all gonna talk trash? Are y'all gonna troll somebody today? Are we gonna listen to y'all try to be fake woke that most people are? I'm tired of these podcasters.
Well, bitch, you don't have to listen. Goddamn, you're just gonna come on here talking shit.
Exactly, that's what I came to do. So I was waiting for me to talk shit about, but y'all so boring, I don't even want to talk shit to y'all no more.
No, but for real, it is people who go on and just to talk shit.
Yeah, for real. They just come on and just talk trash. I had somebody talk trash to me about my opinion about Pastor Murder Mace.
That's fine, shit. As long as they talking.
But like I told them, thank you for the follow, thank you for the listen. Like, look, we appreciate every person that comes to our podcast to listen. We appreciate everybody that have a comment. Everybody has a different opinion on different things. But don't attack us for our opinion.
I mean, but like,
we don't care.
It's reactions. Like, people are going to give reactions. People aren't going to always agree with what you say, and it is what it is. It's a conversation. There are different points of view, and you know, it's whatever. I don't take shit personal. I don't care.
I do.
I know. Stupid.
Wait, I know. But that ain't what we here for. We ain't here to talk trash to our listening audience. We here to talk about Joe Budden and everyday struggle, right? So let's get into it. So Joe Budden, cause it was trending that he was fired from Everyday Struggle, right?
Okay.
Come to find out, they did this thing where they had Who Kid on the Everyday Struggle to fill in for Joe Budden.
Okay.
Because Joe Budden just had his wife, his fiance or wife, just had a kid, and they were like saying he's on paternity leave, and Joe Budden went on Twitter like, don't use the birth of my 2-3-day-old baby to say that over some internal shit. The reason why I ain't there is over some internal shit. It ain't got nothing to do with my 3-month-old baby. So don't throw up there and tell that lie.
Right.
You know? But so it started off from there. That's when everybody got the inclination that Joe Budden might have left the Everyday Struggle. And it came out, Joe Budden is no longer with the Everyday Struggle. You know, at its prime, it was peaking up. A lot of people, it got a lot of followers.
Right,
you know?
I just started to really pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't paying attention to it until last month, actually. Be quite honest.
Right.
You know, but Joe Budden left Everyday Struggle. And he did a podcast, his own podcast, and shout out to Joe Budden, you know, and his impact on the culture. Joe Budden is of the culture, and he has a strong impact towards the culture, because you look at the whole situation with Complex and with, you know, Everyday Struggle thing. Complex lost over 600,000 followers or subscribers.
Oh, really? Oh, that's dope.
Due to Joe Budden leaving.
That's dope. That shows that people is like, you know what? They recognize the bullshit. Like, we see y'all on some bullshit and we are out of here. Like, Joe Budden was probably the only reason he was watching anyway. What did he explain on his podcast why he left? Or why he was fired?
He went in great detail. And because Joe Budden, and I knew that was going to happen, because Joe Budden, he ain't the type of person to he can't keep his mouth shut. You know what I'm saying?
That mouth would get him in trouble all his career.
We had bad blood. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. No, I'm gonna say something about it, but I don't have no heart illness for you. I'm gonna say something about it.
Right.
Him and DJ Academics, who I do not respect.
Oh, we gonna get into that too.
Oh, we gonna get into that. You know, we gonna get into that. But Joe Budden said the reason why he left Everyday Struggle, he said it's been like this since he got there. So Everyday Struggle was his idea.
Right.
His creation, his content, his idea, Joe Budden.
Okay.
And him being the creator of the show, he wasn't seeing all the proceeds as a creator should get. You dig what I'm saying? So, were you about to say something?
No, I'm listening. So he wasn't getting like the ad revenue and stuff like that. They were just basically kind of paying him a salary and sending him on his way. Yeah, basically.
But even though he created the show, creates the content, you know, he has the say of who can come on the show, who don't come on the show. It's not just him. It's him and what that dude name? DJ Academics. But Complex get the final say.
Okay.
Over something he created, which he didn't like. So he said the number one red flag is when one time, many times, they asked him to wear, you know, product placement.
Yeah.
And product placement is basically like they asked him to wear Nike shoes.
Right.
According to what Bill Budden said, they asked him to wear some Nike shoes on one of the shows to, you know, and Nike will pay Complex a check instead of paying the people who wearing the damn shoe a check.
Right, exactly. So
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Complex told Joe Budden and Nadeska and what that man name? Academic.
Mm-hmm.
Small hat wearing academics. Pay you know, to wear these product placements. Wear Nike one day. Wear these Nikes. Do this, do that. They put a lot of input on their on what they do.
Okay.
But don't want to pay them the money. They don't pay them the money. They don't see a cent from that.
Oh, now that's fucked up. If you telling me to wear certain shit, basically I'm a sponsor or a brand ambassador for y'all, and I'm not getting any of that money. Oh hell no.
Exactly. So that's red flag number one. He said another red flag he brought up was Spotify. Spotify tried to push because Complex is a hip hop, quote unquote. They like to quote this urban culture conglomerate. Right?
They some vultures.
That's owned by none other than Verizon. Yes, Verizon, the same company that's backing the anti-net neutrality.
Right, they some vultures. Exactly.
They some vultures. Complex is the epitome. If you want to know what culture vulture looks like in real time, go to Complex.
Right.
You know? Okay. So, and that's a whole other thing I'm going to get into about it, but that's when we get ready to break it down. But let me tell you what else Joe Budden had said.
What else?
He was talking about how Spotify asked Complex to push, they wanted them to do like the top 10 lists for their streaming service, kind of like, but it's from their idea and they'll get the proceeds from it.
Like one of their playlists or something like that.
Views and stuff like that, and Joe Budden like, we are not doing that. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. Hell no. And Complex was like, well, fine, we'll get somebody else to do that. So he brought somebody else. Not that he brought somebody else. He said that they Complex said, well, fuck it, Joe, you don't have to do it. We get somebody else to do it, right?
So,
but Spotify was like, no, we don't want nobody else to do it. We want Joe to do it. If Joe can't do it, then y'all don't do it. Y'all ain't gonna.
But wait a minute. They still didn't want to pay Joe Budden for doing that?
Not that they didn't want to pay him for it. They didn't. They wasn't gonna give him one day. Wasn't gonna give him they would probably give him pennies and nickels and dimes for it. And then on top of that, it would be something that he didn't create, that he didn't want to do on his show. You dig what I'm saying? Without him making that connection with Spotify, he let the Complex do that, right?
So like creative control.
He said that was another issue with it, and he said these kind of dealings happen constantly at Complex. And he said he got to the point where he's like tired of that bullshit, and it's like at the end of the year his contract was up with Complex, and they was not bucking. They was not going to give him more money, even though that whole show is what bringing most of the viewers to Complex.
Right, because I didn't even know Complex had a channel or anything. Like,
I was talking to your brother. He didn't know what Complex was. He didn't know what he didn't know. And Marty's very knowledgeable of hip hop and all these different things. But Complex is kind of like the Source magazine in the hipster world. It's the hipster Source magazine.
Yeah, I can see that. It doesn't Complex own Echo, the clothing line?
I think they probably did bought it from Echo.
I don't know, probably. But well, you know what? Good for Joe Budden. I respect somebody saying, fuck it. Y'all ain't doing what I came in here to do. Y'all on a different route. I want to do my own thing. Y'all ain't giving me my money. Y'all ain't respecting me. Basically, I respect somebody who see the disrespect and decide to go the other way. That's dope.
It is. It's really good. Like, he stand on his square, stand on his integrity. Mm-hmm. But this is the thing, man. Joe Budden really dry snitch a lot to these white ears. Oh. And we as black people do that a lot with our culture.
How did he dry snitch?
Huh?
How did he dry snitch?
Well, I'm calling it dry snitch. I'm just kind of being playful with the word, but it's not really dry snitching. It's like we give too much of our information, too much of our culture to somebody outside the culture and expect them to present it for us.
My thing with Joe Budden is, why even go to Complex?
At first I thought it was for a quick bag, but I think he really thought that it was a platform where he can get his voice and get his voice and get his views out. You know what I'm saying? And his create and be able to continue to create, because Joe Budden is an artist. He's not just, even though we're just talking on a microphone or just talking at just giving our opinions, it's still some art form into it. So he feel like, look, in another way, instead of me continuing to do this rap shit, continue rapping, let me go ahead and touch it into the podcast. I'm already in the podcast. I had a YouTube channel before YouTube channels was really popping,
But so, I just feel like if you're Joe Budden, you have an audience, you already have a platform because you're already famous. You already have fame. Why? And I'm just finding out that he created Everyday Struggle. I didn't know that. So why go to someone else and give them Everyday Struggle?
That's an issue that a lot of people say Joe Budden missed the mark on.
All right. Well, you learn from your mistakes.
He should have learned from working with Def Jam and working and becoming, like, he prided himself on going independent, and he prided independent artists. He always shit on people who signed these recording deals, but then you went ahead and signed pretty much a recording deal with Complex.
Very true.
Very true. And this is where your number one red flag should have came up with. You didn't know the owner of Complex, of the company that you selling your creativity to, and giving your creativity to.
But and he sold all of it? Like,
I don't know if he sold out. I mean, he still can create the same damn show, same platform, same damn.
But my thing is, like, I would never sell all of Mother's House podcasts.
I would never sell Mother's House podcast to anybody, especially somebody gonna try to put their content into what the fuck we're doing.
Right. Okay, so we're not selling Mother's House podcast. So I'm gonna go a step further and say I would never sell the George Patterson completely. I would give you like a percentage, but I still will remain very involved. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just me not writing every single article, but just kind of seeing.
If I'm gonna let somebody else come in and help us out and trying to get our voice out there, get the platform out there and whatnot, I'm not selling you shit, but I will pay you a fee to help us do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not selling you.
Nigga, what money you got to pay somebody a fee?
Huh?
What money you got to pay somebody a fee?
If I'm like Joe Budden, or even Academic, who had a big following on YouTube, I'm gonna have a fee, right? Except for the Mother House podcast, we get God blessing, job blessing, ancestors blessing, the universe blessing. Yes, that we get where we want the Mother House podcast to go. Mm-hmm. we don't need to go to a complex or any of these white or corporate.
Right, and that's what I feel like. And especially with a podcast, like, why would I just feel like all you need to do is post it. And if you already have that platform, I wouldn't want people who aren't genuinely interested in us to even be watching the show. Like, I would respect my grassroots people, like my people who are there with me and rock with me and stay with me. I wouldn't even want the mainstream, not for my podcast, because that's my actual voice. That's like my thoughts. That's serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with my blog, like, that's what I'm actually thinking and writing and feeling. That's a little bit more deeper than music, because it's actually what I'm thinking. With my music, I could play around and move things around and do this and do that. With writing and blogging and podcasting, that's actually how I feel about a certain issue, without any poetry or rhythm or singing or anything. No, I think XYZ. Why would you sell that?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't.
And that's the issue. I wouldn't sell that to nobody. I wouldn't sell the name Everyday Struggle. That would still be my name. Like,
right.
I wouldn't even give them a totally different name and call it, Everyday Mayo or something.
Right. If y'all firing me, y'all getting rid of that damn name. Fuck that shit.
And I wouldn't go to Complex. Like, like I said, the big red flag. You didn't even know who the owner of Complex is.
But you know what?
That's a red flag right there.
With Joe Budden is from that school of artists that went to the majors and thought the majors knew everything and did everything. And you know what I'm saying? Like, even though he was independent, I think they feel like there's just a class of artists that think independent is not the way to go. They almost think that major is right. Almost like how people think white is right, they think major is right.
So, and that's the thing. Joe Budden prided himself being the major.
But he probably still think major is right.
Independent. But for him to make that, but it's good that he's finally woken up to. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people was praising and applauding him on his stance.
Right.
So he's finally waking up and realizing, like his homeboy Rory on the podcast kind of called him out on it, on when he was discussing this whole situation. He was like, "But Joe, like, you was that guy that was like, oh, don't sign to the major. Like, you know how these things go. So what made you go to it inadvertently? You know what I mean?"
Right.
And I forgot what he said. Why? I don't even know if he answered that question. Why? But I wouldn't, like, me personally, like, I wouldn't sell my thoughts, something I created, to something.
It's like
to nobody, unless I had the intention to sell it to somebody to do whatever they want with it, but I ain't gonna be a part of it.
But even if I was to sell it, I would still remain the majority owner.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I wouldn't even sell it. And especially this is the thing with black people, we love to sell. We quit to we quit to give away our content. We quit to give away our creativity to companies or to people. That's why you got the white hipster saying, Eminem is the best rapper alive, above Mos Def, above Wise Wisdom. I forget dude's name. A lot of these rappers who can wrap circles around Eminem and have a lot stronger discography than Eminem. We got these white hipsters trying to tell us what hip hop really is.
I think it's that, and I think it's also the fact that he's just white.
Huh?
It's that, and it's also the fact that he's just white.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of being slick. It's almost like a systematic racism, because people usually go for who they look like, from like voting to music to a lot of different categories. Most people kind of go for who they look like. So white people, especially if they good, Eminem can actually rap, so they probably feel like,
ain't nobody saying Eminem can't rap,
right?
But his discography is not there. You gotta be calling what it is, man. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. His discography is not. Eminem show is good, okay. His other Slim Shady EP, okay. If Dr. Dre, me and your brother was just having a discussion about Eminem. If Dr. Dre, like they had a little panel on BET, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had a panel on BET. They were talking about the top 10 rappers of all time, something like that, right? And Eminem was labeled number one, or if not number one, number two, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when Eminem, when they say everybody had the same argument saying if Eminem was black, he wouldn't be as popular right now. I'll go a step further. If Eminem did not work with Dr. Dre, he would not be as popular as he is now. Be quite honest. If he did not go the route with Dr. Dre, he would not be as popular. Because listening to the music after Dr. Dre, it's not that great. Even with the music with Dr. Dre, it wasn't that great. It was just something different.
Do you think Dr. Dre kind of validated Eminem?
Yes, big time. That's the problem with Eminem. Like, I have an issue with Eminem by his stature in hip hop. Black people gave him too much validity.
Black people give everybody validity. We ain't selfish without validity. We like they said, we invite everybody to the cookout.
Everybody to.
If you wear some J's, you can come to the fucking cookout. Like, it's really easy to get into this fucking cookout. Like, goddamn, you bring some weed, you can get into the cookout. We goddamn find out you like R&B and hip hop, you get into the, like, it's really easy to get into our cookouts. Like, we really need to beef up our security and, you know, have a little guest list and really do some real life, you know, vetting when it comes to these cookout invites. Maybe I should be on the board of cookout invites. I'm just saying.
Exactly. Stop giving people like people on Complex or people from No Jumper, all our information. Vlad TV. Vlad is a dang on hip hop police that everybody go to give up their life story on what they used to do back in the day. And I'm like, why y'all keep doing it to yourself?
Right.
Okay? Every notable look, check this out. When Dr. Umar Johnson went to Vlad TV, look what happened to his whole stature. Now, granted, his statue was falling apart before he went to Vlad. That's why he kind of went to Vlad, be quite honest. He went to Vlad to try to get more people to be, you know, to see him, right? But after he go on Vlad, he got more people hating his ideology and his perspective than liking it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
These people that we keep running to, who so happen to be European descendant, do not have validity on our culture. They do not have strong sense of to bring out or tell the story of our culture and help us get our story out there and help us be able to have a platform to speak our real mind.
Would you interview with Vlad?
Huh?
Would you interview with Vlad?
No. I go to Doggy Diamonds before. That's who y'all need to be supporting. People like Doggy Diamonds. People like Daddy in Hip Hop. People like Thought Crimez. People like.
So my question to you is your issue with Vlad, the only issue you have with him is that he's white?
No. If that's what you got from what I'm saying, no. That ain't my issue with Vlad. Because my issue with Vlad is not sincere. This is the reason why Charlamagne the God not fucking with Vlad no more.
He's been on Vlad a couple of times.
Huh?
He's been on Vlad a couple of times.
Yeah, but you won't see him on Vlad anymore.
Why? What happened?
Because he said it on Joe Budden podcast. He said the reason why he don't mess with Vlad because he can't rock with how Vlad disseminate information about black people. And he always disseminate information about black people by showing the negative light of it, and also the kind of somewhat pushing it into a mockery type of thing. Like, look how these black folks kind of do. That's the reason why Charlamagne the God don't really fucking with Vlad.
Well, see, I never thought about it because I don't watch a whole lot of Vlad, like, at all.
Me neither.
And it's not even because
like a couple of Vlad with Charlamagne, Vlad with.
Right, it has to be somebody I'm interested in. Right.
Know.
It has to be somebody I'm interested in. It's not even because of anything. I'm not interested in a lot of people you have on there. And then for a long time I didn't know Vlad was white, and I think Vlad doesn't show his face for a reason.
He did that. He do that so he can get so he can get into the hip hop circle. So he can get into that's how these white hipsters do. They work behind the scenes. And when they get behind the scenes, like the whole thing with Complex, right? This is a great point that I would listen to on Thought Crimez. Shout out to Thought Crimez. I name dropped y'all 3-4 times, so y'all definitely need to check out Thought Crimez. But I was listening to Thought Crimez earlier today, right? Mm-hmm. And some guy called up and he made a great point, and he was talking about how a lot of these companies, you listen to, like, for instance, Complex. Let's point out Complex, then you can throw Vlad in that mix as well. They are backed by some kind of company or a record label company. Like Complex started getting a lot of people, getting a lot of the artists that they'll have get interview on the show. Who get the interview, the radio company is setting that interview up and paying for that money for them interviews to happen on the show.
Most definitely. It's definitely corporate.
It's very corporate. It's very corporate. I mean, that's just radio industry in a nutshell too. But at the same time, it's nothing. It's not organic. It's not authentic. It's not like think about it, Sean. If name somebody that you would not ever want to interview ever in your life. Okay,
I named them in my head.
All right, you got the name in your head. All right, now think of you. Me and you got a podcast. We on I don't know, Sound Speaker Network. And they tell us we got to interview this dude because they really want to interview with us, and blah, blah, blah. The company want to pay this much money for us to interview them. But you like, I never want to interview them a day in my life, but we're going to get into an argument. It ain't going to be a fun experience for me or a learning experience for me. Right. You know what I mean? That's what Complex did with Everyday Struggle. They kept on interviewing people that's not that damn interesting. Like Lil Russ. Who the fuck is that? It's a white boy, a little rapper who claimed he better than Kanye West. And he's the first one to do, you know.
The thing with Complex, the only reason they're doing that is because it's all these companies are linked. Like they're probably linked with some record company, which is linked to like one of the big media companies. So it's like they're looking out for their people. You know what I'm saying? You may not know that Complex is owned by so-and-so, which is owned by so-and-so, but I swear, most of them be like the same company. So they don't really care that you don't like to interview them. They're just trying to get their artists on.
Exactly. And that's why we got to stop giving these networks and these people the game.
Right.
You know?
So, yeah.
Stop supporting these people. You know what I mean? Or else you're going to have people like, you're going to have some mediocre. That's why a lot of mediocre hip-hop is being trendy, and every time Lil Pump or X-Tenacion or the boy who raped the little 15-year-old girl get a lot of fucking play. And then you got people like DJ Academic that support the bullshit. You know what I mean? So, and Joe Budden always, I say this for Joe Budden, he always, even though he made mistakes, he made a lot of mistakes, you know, just like anybody else.
What's your issue with DJ Academics?
DJ Academics, okay, he had a series on his web series just before on his YouTube channel. This before he got on the Everyday Struggle, even before he got the Complex, he had a thing called Chirac. Something Chirac. Well, he was basically detailing and dry snitching and constantly talking trash about the kids getting killed out there in Chicago.
Oh yeah, Big Mizza got on him for that, right? Big Mizza got on him for that, right?
Yeah, Big Mizza got on him for that. And when Big Mizza got on for that, he bitched up and didn't say what the fuck he been saying. He don't never say it on his square. Another issue I had with DJ Academic, he supports the fuckery and bullshit that a lot of these young artists and mistake these young artists do. Like, it's a dude, what is that guy's name? I don't know what his name. He got rainbow hair. He's from New York. We had a video where he's surrounded by a whole bunch of bloods, but he's a child molester. He's pushing that kind of content out real strong. I can't rock with somebody that does that. Like, granted, there's, you know, separate the person from the music, right? We can talk about that. We can talk about that with R. Kelly's, to that young kid who did that, or to Kodak Black who say, you know, dark-skinned black women are not beautiful. You know, we can say all these different things. Okay, whatever. But to get to the point where that's all you promoting, you trash. That's trash. That's like, pushing trash within the culture. And I see what Complex is doing with that. They doing that to try to colonize, because that's what they're doing. They're colonizing hip hop. They are colonizing hip hop. They're trying to, like, 10 years from now, Tupac's going to be Justin Timberlake.
Oh, hell no.
Like, Tupac's going to be Biggie Smalls is going to be Eminem.
Hell no.
Post Malone is going to be Outkast. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
Pushing it.
Yeah, no, I don't see that.
No, that's what they're trying to push. Like, they're pushing these white artists out there like that. That's how they're pushing them. They're pushing them to that plateau, saying like they're the greatest out here, and when they're not, they're actually really bad.
Right.
And you get criticized for calling them trash. Like, they are trash. I can say they are trash. What's wrong with me saying they're trash? And you want them to come on my show, on my platform, and think I still won't tell them your shit is trash? Your shit is trash.
I mean, that's why it's good to have your own shit. Because when you don't have your own shit, you have motherfuckers trying to basically take over and tell you what to do. It's like he almost became an employee of his own company.
Yeah. Yeah, you found it and you created it.
Right.
And that's what I mean about black people keep selling out their content to just for a quick bag, because they know they can get a bag to them, or a constant bag. And don't get me wrong, some people need that security. They need a check, daily check. Don't get me wrong, I get that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, what expense do a check does for your creativity? How much money will you sell out your creativity for?
I feel like whenever white people
the right proper negotiations or partnerships to make that work.
Right.
You know
get you a lawyer and like
go into it blindly and expecting something and get the other thing away.
I think in this day and age, black people, melanated people, like, control of media is more important than money, because it's like it's just so important. Like, it's gold. It's more than money, because it's our image. It's rare because we don't control a lot of shit. So when we actually do control something that's actually popular, because even like Diddy and Revolt, Diddy don't own Revolt completely. Like, none of these people really own nothing completely. So if even with Mother Talks podcast, the fact that this is like ours, like, that's more important than money, because we're influencing people, we're controlling in a lighter sense, and we're controlling the narrative. We're saying what we want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can call some shit and do some shit with our platform versus us being under someone else's control and basically working for someone else and going by what they say. And then of course they're not gonna let us do what we want to do and be free and say all the things that we want to say and be quote unquote controversial, if you want to call it that. So I just feel like when you control your own shit, especially black people, because they see we waking up, they see that we watching videos and we're getting more knowledgeable and we're learning about our history and we're paying attention to shit. Like, all black people, the woke movement is real, like, for real. Like, it may not be, it's at different stages with different people, but it's real, and they see that. So in this day and age, to have your own media and to be a black person is some real big shit. Like, for real, it's better than money. Like, I would take that over money. I really would. And then the money would come.
Exactly, because this is the thing. Culture. Tell me one thing within popular culture. Popular culture. I ain't even talking about black culture. I ain't even talking about hip-hop culture. I'm talking about popular culture that black people didn't influence. One thing that white people or anybody outside of black culture in America that's popular in America or global, but black people didn't have a touch on it or influence on it.
That's why they always trying to get a hold of our shit. And
we constantly give it to them. And we gotta stop doing it.
And my thing is, it's nothing wrong with like a partnership. You know what I'm saying?
There's
like,
nothing wrong. And I ain't saying don't ever, like, I ain't the type of dude to be like, dog, we can't even work together with white folks. Like, no.
Right.
You work with a white dude as long as they understand that, or even if you partner with somebody, y'all come up with some dope shit with a white guy, or dope group, or dope singing group, or a rap group,
right,
whatever the hell y'all doing.
Long as
y'all respect each other culture, and don't try to tread on each other culture.
Right. And just know that I'm gonna say what I want to say. That my voice is gonna be heard.
Don't restrict me from what the fuck I gotta say, or what,
Right.
especially if I'm giving you content like that. If I'm giving you content like that, then cool.
Right, because my thing is like, if anything was to come along for me and my individual stuff, I would definitely still maintain majority just to make sure I always have control. And you know what I'm saying? If it works and y'all let me do me, and y'all give me a bigger platform, then I'll definitely, I don't see what's wrong with that. But I don't know the specifics of the Joe Budden deal, but if he really did just give Everyday Struggle to Complex, I'm sure at this point he's like learning. Yeah. So. Yeah,
he's learning. That's why and the thing is, Joe Budden's not hurting at all, because like he got so much support from the people. A lot of people go with the Complex because of Joe Budden. They ain't go there to watch nobody do no damn. To go to a sneaker shop and watch some sneakers, buy some sneakers. People ain't go to Complex, but they went to Complex for Everyday Struggle and see Joe Budden, honest opinions. That's why people went to even when Everyday Struggle first started and people couldn't stand Joe Budden at first. It take a lot of talent to have a lot of people who at first don't like you, to by the end of the year everybody loves you.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And that's a black man that did that. You know what I'm saying? Even with DJ Academics. And this is another thing, this is another aspect that somebody else touched on TC. When the show first started, it was very shaky, right? Everyday Struggle. And Joe Budden and Academics seemed like they could not get along at all. But the past few months, it seemed like they were getting along and they were getting comfortable with each other, and their chemistry was picking up. So at the end of the year, they cut Joe Budden out of that mix. That tells you right there, that's a sense of control. They want to have a sense of control of the energy of the content.
Right.
Because they know that, see, Joe Budden is kind of getting to Academics. He's getting to, and not just to Academics, but also to the younger kids too. Because even if you look at the numbers, 600,000 followers, losing 600,000 followers, that's a big number. You think what I mean?
Right. But at this point,
it's the whole what you call it, the Willie Lynch thing. They love seeing black men going at each other, bucking heads, fighting with each other, constantly arguing with each other. They loved it when they saw that in the beginning, and now that it's not that no more. They like, oh no, this ain't working. This ain't the way we envision this Everyday Struggle to be. We expect it to be a whole bunch of drama every damn day. It's supposed to be like love and hip hop type of shit on TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now, the past few months, it hasn't been that, because they actually got to a point where they respect each other.
Right.
And, it's interesting to see that.
At this point, I'm interested in...
But it's like, I'm glad people seeing it now, how these companies work, and how these white hipsters, these people who dress in hip-hop clothing, can quote hip-hop, music, but don't know a damn thing about the culture at all. Don't know a damn thing about hip-hop at all. They had somebody say that people in hip-hop think the street is hip-hop. Hip-hop comes from the street. It began in the streets. What the hell are you talking about? And what they're trying to say, hip-hop ain't thugged out and this and that and the other. Whoever said the street culture is everybody thugged out? You can be from the streets and not be a thug. You can be from the streets and not in a gang. You can be from the streets and don't sell drugs.
At this point, I'm interested to see what
white people they don't get, and that's why I say, that's why I say and I'm glad Rory said it, and he's a white guy on Joe Budden podcast that said told Joe, you got to go to places that appreciate you and your culture. Stop going to people who don't. That's what you did. You went to Complex who don't appreciate or give a damn about your culture. They just want to make money off of it.
Right. At this point, I would like to see, I'm interested in Joe Budden's podcast.
We're going to leave a link at the bottom of the description to the video, to his podcast, to his channel. But you know, I think it's a great lesson for all of us as content creators. This whole situation with Joe Budden.
Very much so. I agree. Don't just be selling out
now,
shit.
Reason why Joe Budden in a good spot, he actually talking with the likes of a Diddy who creates Revolt, it's black owned because he owned parts. He owned Revolt, but he owned a whole bunch, 100% of it. But he owns the rights to be like, okay, you can do whatever the hell you want on the show. I don't give a damn.
Right. I don't really know what what Diddy owns. I know he don't own the entire Revolt. But
I know he has a majority ownership to it. I assume.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna just say I don't know.
He working with Joe. He working with Diddy. He working with the likes of Charlemagne. So he can move around. And a lot of people are looking for that content that Joe was giving you on Everyday Struggle. Everyday Struggle is a dope show in its own right. Even though I prefer Dead End Hip Hop or Doggy Diamonds over it, but it's still a dope show. I see why people go to it. Right. I see why it was tripping. I see why people love the show at first, especially in this is the worst thing. How you want to cut somebody? This is to show you how bad business and culturally connected these people are at Complex. How you want to cut someone that got you all these views, that got you all these people interest into your company and to your site? How you gonna cut them and think y'all gonna be fine without them?
Because they don't care. That's why.
Exactly.
Because they all about their money. They all about control. Right.
It's probably a conspiracy behind the whole thing. Somebody even brought up because the day before Joe Budden got fired, he said some bad shit about. He was talking shit about Eminem album before it dropped. He was like,
it could be that too.
And he was talking mad shit about it.
Like, I think
Eminem, him and Eminem worked together for a long time.
I thought him and Eminem didn't like each other.
Had something to do with it.
I thought Eminem and Joe Budden had beef.
They probably did at one point.
But I think it also shows that they don't care. Like, they will take your shit and fire you and keep your shit and move on. Like, they do not care. They don't. Like, that's why you should always maintain majority ownership.
Yeah. Hi, DESHAUN DURON.
Yes.
I hear you're doing a podcast with your cousin, the Mother's House podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I like what you guys doing. I love what y'all are working over there. We'll love to have you sit down and bring your cousin in. Y'all can have a conversation with us. We'd love to bring you over here at Complex.
Okay.
Would you mind having a sit down with us?
Let me talk to Corey and see what he wants to do. I can't make a decision.
Oh, you don't have to talk to him. We already talked to him. You don't have to talk to him.
Oh, what did he say?
But we were thinking, instead of y'all having such because y'all very pro-black, y'all very unapologetically black, I think y'all should tone it down just a bit for us if we were going to work with a show with you guys. I know I'm supposed to say all this during an actual meeting with you, but I just want to kind of give you the context of what we're doing. We're looking more into a Taylor Swift versus Kendrick Lamar.
What? Get the fuck out of here! Oh shit! But you know what? This is the thing, though. It's like black people. Melanated people being themselves is what get them big, and then once they get big, the companies, the corporate America take over and they try to make them into something else. It's like I didn't get here by being something else. I got here from being myself, and now y'all won't let me be myself. Y'all want me to be something else. Like, I don't understand that. If anything, you should just let me be my raw self all the time, because that's why you even approached me in the first place.
Yeah. That's why we don't need to keep going. And this is the thing. If net neutrality does not go through, we have the platform, we have the resources to be able to do it ourselves, to put out the content we want, to put out the content we need. We need to support people like Black Spot TV, or Black Spot Stream.
We about to Black Spot though.
Cause Black Spot is actually doing a streaming service kind of like YouTube where you can put your content on there.
Yo, you need to get on there.
We need to work on
You
it.
need to get on there like before the end of the year, like seriously.
Yeah. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. Hey, we can work on it this weekend when you here.
Right. True.
You know?
Black Spot don't know this, but they probably about to get a surge.
Yeah, they know. They don't know it, but if he don't know it, he gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Darren Coolers, who created Black Spot.
Right.
You know. But I think, man, we just gotta be serious, man, on creating, maintain our integrity like Joe Budden. That's my thing, man.
Yeah.
Maintain your integrity and dignity like Joe Budden. Know your worth. And that's what Joe Budden was saying. He was saying, like, dude, I created this show. I can create another one and another one. Like, before this show, I did Love and Hip Hop, right? I did Love and Hip Hop, but before I did Love and Hip Hop, I had my own kind of Love and Hip Hop thing on YouTube, which got them to come to me to get on Love and Hip Hop. After that, I started my podcast, which got y'all interested in how to talk to me about Complex and doing Everyday Struggle. From Everyday Struggle, I got a whole bunch of, like, there's nothing I can't do. I know my worth. And black people, we got to know our worth and don't sell our
right. And remember that.
Let them dictate what our worth is. Like,
right.
No, y'all not paying me a certain amount of money that I know I deserve. Fuck y'all, I'm out.
Right, and just remember that money's not everything. Like, content is so important because you're influencing people and generations.
Generations of people.
Like, that's way more important than money. Like, that's our freedom, our voice. Like, that's your voice. You gotta protect your voice.
You gotta protect your voice. And even if net neutrality what's is coming into fruition, a lot of people predict. A lot of people say, some people, and me, I'm praying, I'm hoping it don't come to fruition. I'm hoping the courts uphold the Constitution, because it's a violation of freedom.
If not, they gonna get sued.
They will get sued because that's a violation of freedom of speech. And this is another thing. A lot of these with net neutrality, because your brother touched on it. The guy that's pushing it real hard, that a lot of people know that he's an Indian guy. He's the owner of the FCC, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of these guys who pushes these bills, they do it behind the scenes. Like, nobody knew who he was until this bill came up to become a fruition. You know what I mean? Right. They do this stuff behind the scenes. So you got Donald Trump in office, but he's not. You know, he's just the face. The crony capitalist, his crony partners, his business partners, is behind the scenes making these underhanded big deals that's going to affect the lives of the everyday American population or everyday person. And we are blindly sitting here yelling and berating this idiot that's in the White House instead of addressing the real motherfuckers that's really, really affecting our lives daily.
Right, it's almost like
violating our constitutional rights.
It's almost like Donald Trump is there to throw everybody off.
Exactly. We get too caught up in reactionary politics, reactionary emotions. That's why I don't really watch CNN. Watch Angela Rye go back and forth with somebody on CNN, or watch Mark Lamont Hill go back and forth with somebody on MSNBC. Like, I don't care, because y'all not really addressing the real issues. You know what I mean? Y'all not really touching on, you know, the things that we should be.
It's like y'all wasting our time.
Understanding of it.
Y'all wasting time.
Wasting time. Well, why y'all doing? And I don't say that to be like Angela Rye is wrong for going on CNN and talking with them about this, or Mark Lamont Hill is wrong for doing that during the Obama years. I'm saying that, you know,
they get a chance.
You get sidetracked to dealing with that. You get sidetracked to constantly debating white folks.
Right, like, it's other shit.
Yeah, because they'll throw you off real quick if you keep debating with them. Like, I ain't here to debate with you. I'm here to tell you the truth, tell the people the truth, give them the facts, let them know what's really going on, and give them the game on how we can correct some of these things. One, by voting locally. Two, by putting more pressure on your politicians, local politicians, school superintendents, you know, police chiefs. You know, putting more pressure on the people that you put in office in your local neighborhood. Not the people not the big, hairy elephant and wig in office because he ain't got no power or no power. It's these corporations. That's how bills get signed. These corporations pushes the bills.
Right. Real quick, it's this guy named it's Prof Black HQ, Professor Black Truth. His is PROFBLACK HQ.
Yeah.
Explain net neutrality amazingly. So yeah, if y'all want to go and check out what net neutrality is, so
yeah, definitely check that out. And also,
neutrality.
You know, there's another thing I want to point before we step off from that or close it out. A lot of these people who were like this dude from the SEC, say for instance, this bill go down the drain, which more likely it should. Now it should go down the drain. Shouldn't see the light of day. The guy ain't gonna get fired. He's just gonna be a lobbyist for a politician pushing another bill that's gonna affect the people. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what these guys do. Like Steve Bannon, when he leave office, he's not going to go away. He's going to be a lobbyist for the Republican Party. You know what I mean? Or a lot. He'll even go. I was put this go as far as saying this. He'll become a lobbyist for the Democratic Party because they both work hand in hand.
Right. Very true.
You know, so we got to stay up on game, man. We got to stay up on game and stop giving people too much of our knowledge and culture to people who don't care about it or respect it.
Right.
You know. But I think we got good at time. I don't know if you want to say anything. I kind of went on a tangent right there.
No, I'm good. We at 52 minutes, so.
Oh man, that's perfect. That's perfect. I thank y'all for listening to us. For if you rock with us this long, you rock with the content. You know, hit that like button, hit that bell, share, comment below. You know what I mean? And you know, until next time, you want to go ahead and close it out for us, cuz?
Yep, it's DESHAUN DURON, SoundCloud.com/DESHAUN DURON, and SoundCloud.com/MothersHousePod. YouTube.com, Mother's House Podcast, Mother's House Podcast on Facebook. Mother's House Podcast is also on Google Play, Apple Podcasts, and Stitcher. And it's Mother's House Pod if you want to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. CORREAL Lyrics, Cola Cabe, and DESHAUN DURON and the George Pack.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for listening. Until next time, until next week, or whenever we feel like dropping some content for you guys. We see y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Peace, love, and light to everyone out there.
Bye.